Hey, what's going on, family? This is your boy JAMEENOD, and today I'm finally getting to the Jamal Mashburn story about Larry Bird. Y'all have been asking me about this one, and I'm finally getting to it. I told y'all I would. I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of different players, man. Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, the Bad Boys documentary. So in between this, What Is a Woman documentary that I'm reacting to, I will be doing different players. So with that being said, let's see what happened, man. Larry Bird stories usually are really good. So yeah, let's see what he got to say.
To play against the dream team.
This was the legendary game where the college guys came in and Chuck Daly let y'all tear their ass up, and as soon as y'all started getting back, he ended it, right?
So yeah, so funny. So when we got an invitation, it was 8 of us. It was myself, Bobby Hurley, Allen Houston, Chris Webber, Rodney Rogers, Eric Montrose.
Shout out Rodney Rogers, man. Shout out to OG.
Yeah, and Grant Hill was on that squad. So we get to La Jolla, San Diego, and we check into the Marriott. We go up to our floor, and
First of all, that's a hell of a squad. That's a good squad. I'm telling you, that squad is crazy.
we go up to our floor, and we're walking in the corridor, and we see this tall white guy coming down the hall, and I'm like, damn, that looked like Larry Bird. So Larry Bird coming down the hallway, me and Chris Webber, and Larry Bird, you don't realize how big Larry Bird is until you stand up close to Larry Bird.
Exactly.
Larry Bird legit 6'10".
Real talk. When I first stood up against him when he was coaching the pace, I was like, damn.
So he walked by us and he says, y'all those college guys? And we was like, yeah, we the college guys. And he looked at us and he said, get some fucking rest. It's gonna be a long week, and walked off. And we was like, what the hell?
What y'all got us into?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. We like, all right, what's going on here?
I wanted to say what's up, and he just came to me like this, like, damn.
Yeah. So the next morning, we get up and we go to practice, and Roy Williams is our coach, but we only got 8. So we like, well, how are we practicing? And what are we practicing for? So we spent, I want to say, an hour doing the 3-man weave. And I'm like, what's going on here? Then they bus us to another location where the dream team is practicing. And these about 400 people standing outside waiting for the dream team to come out. They take us up to a top floor, and the dream team is practicing. They're finishing up their practice. And then they say, all right, get loose and stretch out. We're like, okay, we playing? They're like, yeah, we're going to play next. So we get out the gates, like the first 15 minutes.
Now, come on. Why did they not prepare them for this? They didn't even tell them that they're about to play the Dream Team. That is some information that I would need to know a whole week before. I'm playing these guys, man. They set them up for the okie doke. They probably wouldn't have showed up. That's probably the problem.
Play next. So we get out the gates. Like the first 15 minutes, we kicking their ass. we running them all out. Bobby Hurley in the lane, killing John Stockton. So they stopped the game and turn off the score. I think we were up like 72, 66 or something, 64, something like that. They just stopped the game. So we like, all right, was this halftime or some shit? They like, nah, the press coming in. So I'm like, oh wow. So that's when the thing came out that Chuck Daly let us win. Because they didn't want to hold a complete game because they knew it was gonna be downhill from there. Because we were trying to prove that we could represent the country. Yeah. So we lit their ass up, and then something happened. We're sitting there and we get back to the hotel. Rodney Rogers says something to, it's a group of them. It's Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and everybody's shooting the shit. And Rodney Rogers said, hey, Larry, you ain't hit a jumper since 84. Magic heard that shit. And we ain't think nothing of it. The next day we came in
See, they confidence went through the roof. See, and a lot of y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not buying that throwing the game. I'm sorry, I can't buy that. Like, you lost, okay? I'm not buying that. I don't give nobody that type of. If anybody in today's time lost, I'm like, yo, just take that L. Take that L, man. They came hard with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all egos was high, and they won. If the game kept going, I'm telling you, that's why they stopped the game. I'm not buying that. If y'all gonna start making excuses, then I'm gonna start making a lot of excuses for these new era players. Come on, y'all. They lost, but they came back and they spanked them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is crazy that he said that to Larry Bird. Like, he don't know Larry Bird, the original trash talker, man.
And we ain't think nothing of it. The next day we came in, and I never seen this. And this one I was like, this is a different breed. Magic Johnson fed Larry Bird the ball probably about 8 times in a row down court. Larry Bird got the ball on Rodney Rogers, and every time he was about to make a move, he told him what he was going to do. Ooh. One dribble, pull up, going left, off glass. One dribble, going right, spin, shot, bucket. He scored 9 times or 8 times in a row. Left the court to go lay down because he couldn't sit on a bench. He had to lay down because of his back. And said, young fella, look like 84, huh?
Last time he made
it. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow. I said, so that's they kicked our ass for the rest of the week.
Yo. That was in true Larry Bird fashion. I done watched a lot of Larry Bird, man. And this ain't the first story. The first time I heard Larry Bird telling you exactly what he was going to do. He did this for game winners, guys. Game winners. Telling the opponent what he's going to do. That's already a lot of pressure just taking the last shot. But to tell the player, the opposing team, the player, what you're going to do before you do it and then do it, that is insane. And that's why I have Larry Bird as the most clutchest player of all time. If you know, you know. You just got to go down that Larry Bird rabbit hole. You got to go down that Larry Bird rabbit hole. It's him, then Jordan. As the clutches. I'm not putting nobody above those two when it comes to clutch. They got it. I ain't going to take it from those two. But Larry Bird is the most clutchest player. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly didn't know Larry Bird was that darn big. Like 6'9", 6'10". Can pass. Can shoot. Can penetrate. Pat. All of that, y'all. Taught them a lesson, man. But y'all got to stop with they let them win. No, they beat them. And then they came back and just spanked them for the rest of the week. But they absolutely did not throw that game. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that narrative. Because if y'all want to start throwing that narrative around, start using that narrative for everybody else, man. So they got spanked. Their egos was big. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But hey, I'm going to start reacting to other stories like this, man. LeBron got a crazy story in high school that Ron Artest attested to. You know what I'm saying? That he's... we got to hear that story, man. But hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'm about to get up out of here. It's JAMEENOD, boy.
It's JAMEENOD, and I'm back up in the building, giving y'all hot topics and reactions. It's JAMEENOD, and I'm back up in the building, giving y'all hot topics and reactions, and I'm feeling. Comment your suggestions and I got ya. And be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Oh my, I got another one.